Good Thursday morning. Thanks for joining us for a special edition of Live in the D. I'm Karen True. Good morning, Guy.
Good morning, Karen. I'm Guy Gordon. We're on the Avenue of Fashion, Livernois, north of 7 Mile. And back in the day, as you said, Karen, this is one of the most fashionable shopping dresses around. B. Siegel's custom clothing. Well, what happened? Well, just like everything else, the malls came in, Detroit went into decline. This is what we were left with, a lot of empty storefronts, a lot of things that just weren't happening anymore. But that is changing. Take a look. We've got new cafes and galleries. A little further up, we've got boutiques. Over here, Good Cakes and Bakes, Detroit Fiberworks. We're going to stop in there in a little bit. Cuzzo's Chicken and Waffles. Dozens of new businesses have popped up in the past 3 years. And the Avenue of Fashion, it's getting its mojo back.
I remember when Merchandise Mart was across the street. I remember I bought my first car from Porterfield Wilson. We had B. Siegel on the corner. We had Cunningham's across the street. We had Kresge right here at this corner. I ate a lot of lunch at Kresge.
Jojo Lanier has seen the great, the awful, and now the buds and seedlings of a comeback. His mother opened this salon 50 years ago, and he believes the Avenue's magic will return.
And I see it buzzing back now, with the new restaurants and with the crowd that Cuzzo's have had, not to mention the media. The attention from the media has brought an influx of new people that are curious to the Avenue of Fashion. Just the name itself, the Avenue of Fashion, it makes people remember the old days, and they are curious.
Business owners credit this man, Rufus Bartell, trying to do for Livernois what Dan Gilbert has done downtown, though arguably on a much smaller scale and without billions in resources. 10 years ago, he moved Simply Casual Clothing to the Avenue from 7 Mile in Wyoming. And like Gilbert, he has purchased and helped develop 15 storefronts, partnering with startups to once again make this strip a shopping destination.
My vision was this was an underutilized street surrounded by some really big neighborhoods that can afford any product or service that you put over here. We
caught up with him in a strategy session with other business owners in this special pop-up hospitality center he created, where they're planning dozens of special events.
Jazz on the Ave, we're planning the White Party. This particular location, the Uptown Toast, which is a pop-up wine party. We have a number of community events. We've helped to craft the new municipal parking right here in this space.
Location matters, and the Avenue of Fashion is nestled within several stable, growing, higher-income neighborhoods like Sherwood Forest, Green Acres, and Palmer Woods.
But we're a big neighborhood over here. We have about 5 or 6 really huge neighborhoods with a very strong income base. These people are excited about this particular area, and we have some very, very strong housing stock and probably the highest voting stock, Courtown, Midtown, in the city.
It's the uniqueness of the new businesses mixing with the old that makes the Avenue special. It's much more than fashion.
We're going to be segueing into a new frontier. We have a more eclectic mix, so not so much fashion-driven or retail-driven, but retail in a different way, whether it be hair salons, whether it be coffee shops, whether it be new restaurants. All those things are in the planning.
We got a lot of hidden jewels on Livernois, and if you don't actually get out and walk the area, you don't see them.
Dolphin McNichols says the financial community could be more helpful, but the city government has stepped up. The new municipal parking upgrades were tried here first, and as fall arrives and days get shorter, the Avenue will see significant lighting upgrades as well.
We're going to have, on each pole, we're going to have 2 arms, one light on the pole for the street, and 1 light actually to light up the sidewalk. And I haven't seen that anyplace else in Detroit.
And this is where one of those new lights is going to go. And police presence always quite visible down here. You can see a couple of guys right there. Now, there were a lot of pop-up shops that came in temporarily. Some of them stuck, and that includes Detroit Fiberworks. This is her garden. She uses those flowers to dye the clothing that she sells. Let's stop in and talk to Mandisa Smith, who is the owner and proprietor of Detroit Fiberworks, and she deals with natural fabrics and wools. Mandisa, good morning. This is much more than just a boutique. Tell us what you're doing here.
So we are an art gallery, we're a boutique, and we're a learning space.
All right. Show us some of your things because you know I'm a huge fan. We're talking again natural fibers, right?
Yes, I am a felter. We're called Detroit Fiber Works because the co-owners are both fiber artists, myself and Najma Wilson. So I do felting primarily, which involves taking wool, here, feel that.
Oh, it is incredibly soft and incredibly light.
Yes, and then I incorporate it sometimes with silk to make something like what I'm wearing. And it's a very labor-intensive process, but it's always wonderful results.
You've been on the Avenue for a couple of years now. You started out as a pop-up. What made you stay, and how's it going?
Well, we were fortunate to win the Revolve Detroit contest, which was sponsored by DEGC, Detroit Economic Growth Corporation. We popped up for 3 months, and what happened was that we got such a great response in those 3 months. People came in, they fell in love with the space, and we were encouraged that maybe we could make a go of it.
All right. Mandisa, thanks so much. Now, we're talking about local artisans doing their thing here, but restaurants as well. We're going to show you those, and we're going to take you to the one place that everybody said, hey, if you're on the Avenue, you got to go here because it's a really cool store. So we'll show you how we're going to bring back fashion, but also children's fashions to the Avenue of fashion. Karen, back to you.
All right, looking forward to it. Thanks so much, Guy. It's exciting to see all of that development. Her flowers were doing pretty good, too.